Hey everybody, Namaste, welcome to the video. I've just been asked by a friend on Facebook, Owen, how are you always so happy? How can you be so full of joy all the time, bro? Just making up for the videos? Am I just making it up to be pretending for the videos? Or have you tapped into some kind of energy which keeps you going whatever happens? No need to answer, my friend. Just keep doing what you're doing. Greetings and much fun for you today. That's nice for him to say that. So, yeah, I've tapped into the energy of gratitude and awareness. That's my secret. And I am basically always joyful and cheerful. Except for when I'm not. But I generally am. But occasionally I am if I'm really tired. I won't be as joyful, but I'll be on the plateau of like, not exactly in gratitude, but not in negativity either. I'm never really in negativity. But am I just above the soil where I'm in joyful gratitude and celebration of my life? Abundant joy and celebration, which is the name of my channel, Abundant Joy and Celebration. Or Rejoice and Celebrate, I might change it to sometime. How can I be so full of joy all the time? Or is it just for the videos? Generally I do make videos a little bit when I'm a little bit more cheerful, but not always. And there's some videos which I make when I'm tired. Or sleepy and it looks like down a lot. I'm not upset. People say, oh, are you upset? Are you sad? Sending you blessings. But let's get to the point, because I want to help you in this video. So have I tapped into some kind of energy like which keeps you going no matter whatever happens? Yeah, the energy is the energy of non-resistance. That's the other thing, not just gratitude. It's the energy of non-resistance. Non-resistance is being okay with whatever happens, whatever happened in the past, or whatever's happening now, whatever's going on in your life that's existing right now. You accept it. That means you're okay with it. You make peace with the facts that stand or are unfolding now, which already are. Whatever unfolds right now, like somebody cross or somebody's upset, somebody's belligerent, somebody's irritated at you or whatever, there's a traffic jam, something fails, something doesn't work out, suddenly you're tired, suddenly you're upset and you don't even know why, or you're sad. Life is always sprouting these unexpected events and things happening in our lives. Non-resistance is like one of the biggest things I could ever pass on, which has been passed on to me. Is to not have a big issue with something, not to have a huge problem with something. So if whatever is going on with you, your mind is like overactive when you can't sleep. Your mind is a bit more negative, or a lot more negative than usual. Mentally, emotionally, you're disturbed in some way that's a surprise. No one likes to feel upset or emotionally disturbed. No one likes to feel sick or tired or in pain. Nobody likes when someone's cranky or mean or unfriendly or unkind to you. Or nobody likes it when you miss the plane, or you miss the airport, or the car breaks down. So all of these things are like unexpected events that we don't like in life. And what typically happens is people start resist. It's an internal struggle with reality, a condemnation and a fighting with reality, with the facts that stand already. And as the present moment unfolds before our eyes, it is already. So living a life of non-resistance is like what some people say, going with the flow rather than against the flow of life. Coming to terms with things is another way. Coming to terms with what it is. Giving up the struggle, the internal conflict. It's making peace with what is, or what was. So that's one of my biggest things I could ever share with anybody. Is to be okay with everything, as it is now or was. To accept what is or was. To not have a huge problem, not to have a big issue. And then now we can change things, or take action, or say something, or do something if it's required or necessary or possible. We might take a breather, a little bit of a breath, take a nice deep breath, and if some, like, then we can really be very efficient and empowered and take care of whatever needs to be taken care of, if possible. So without the internal struggle, we can relax our body a little bit. Just relax and calm down a little bit. If we can, obviously if you're running away from a dog, you won't want to relax your body too much. That's being a little bit silly. But it's true, it's being true. But generally, it's just most of our issues are with people or stuff like unexpected happenings, which we call like a failure or something gone wrong. Judgment the reason why this inner resistance happens is because of our thoughts of judgment. It stems from judgment. We don't resist things that we love, like it's a lovely sunny day on the beach. We're not caught up in resistance then. We're caught up in resistance when we judge something to be really awful, terrible, bad, wrong. When something is wrong, bad, shouldn't be happening, awful, that's when resistance happens. There's a struggle and a fight with reality. So the question is, can you notice now in your life, in today or upcoming days, can you notice when you are tense, stressed, uneasy? This is when you're struggling and resisting with reality. It's nothing else. For example, if you have a pain in your foot or you can't go to sleep. If you have a pain, you have something physical going on there. But the thing is, you can avoid the mental and emotional anguish and suffering if we accept our physical pain, like a headache or pains in our life. If we accept the idea of our label of a disease, for sick or something like that, accept the reality of the now as it stands for the moment, and maybe even if you think you're going to be stuck with something forever, like you've lost your leg or something. So yeah, make peace, come to terms with the fact that you've lost a leg. So it's really all about becoming aware of your thoughts, essentially, and allowing yourself to give up non-resistance, to give up the judgment and the condemnation and the criticism that causes resistance. Give up the blaming, the resentment, the bitterness, the judgment, condemnation and criticism that causes resistance. When we resist, it completely clouds our mind, it muddies our thoughts, and it clouds our emotions in a very negative way. When we resist, our mind is usually very negative and our emotions are also very stirred up in a tumultuous, turbulent fashion. But there's other things as well that, while in our life we can just become aware when we're resisting. That's the first step. The first step is to become aware that you're resisting, and then you realize, oh my God, look at what my thoughts were creating on me emotionally. And this is a huge realization, to become aware of just how much your thoughts are making you feel emotionally in the day. Second of all, we can think more gratitude thoughts. Third of all, we can help open our heart by wishing to understand and have more compassion and peace and love and blessings towards people. Understanding does breed compassion. Understanding breeds forgiveness towards you or other people. When we understand people didn't know any better, or they were weak, they were conditioned, programmed, they were wounded animals, they were hurt, they had fears, they had conditioning, they're struggling in life, or that they just didn't really know what they were doing, then we can forgive people much more for doing things or not doing things. But from all of this place is a very empowered place, because acceptance or non-resistance just simply means inner non-resistance. It doesn't mean we are complacent or compliant or walkover or abused or mistreated. It's a very empowered place which allows us to be emotionally clear and light, and we can see things much clearer now. We can see things truly and straight and directly, and we can listen and hear to other people and understand life much better too. From this place we can take action and say words or do whatever is required in a much better, clearer fashion. This helps us to co-create and change our relationships and circumstances that we can change. For example, if you're stuck in prison, you might be able to write a letter, or just be a bit possibly nicer, or something bit better of a co-creating your relationships with your inmates. But you won't be able to get out of prison probably, so you're just going to have to deeply accept and stop resisting the facts as they stand for the moment. You can still make your position a lot better in life. So how can I be so full of joy all the time? Another thing is just to look after your health, obviously, with your diet and your drink, and what you consume, drink, and also your diet, and your rest and sleep, sunshine, fresh air, and touching the earth too, and exercise, and having good relationships with people, all help your energy and joy. Gratitude is a massive energy to tap into. Gratitude. Think about people, and just love and appreciate life and the trees and the air and the sky and the clouds, your home, your bed, your arms, your legs, your eyes, your energy, your YouTube, the people who are there to help you, your guides, your angels, the source or God. Appreciate flowers. Appreciate your family, your friends, people who have taught you stuff in the past. So basically, to appreciate a little bit more, you can spend a little bit of time thinking about things in life to just become a bit clearer on how you've become to be where you are now, and what you have in life, and that you don't have like a terrible sickness, or that you're not on death, that you're not about to die. And even if you are, you can accept and come to terms with that and say thank you. And maybe you believe, like I 100% believe, that there is no death, that we're souls having a human experience, and we don't die. So this is only a little experience here. It's like a holiday or a trip or an adventure. Like in this lifetime, we go on an adventure trip to the mountains or something, and then we come back. So this is like our soul having a trip to Earth. So play the game and learn the game a little bit, and enjoy the game, celebrate, have fun, and enjoy as well. So I think I have to leave it at that, because I have to leave the videos under 15 minutes now, since I breached a rule on YouTube about copyright. Now I can't make them over 15 minutes. So that's something that I had to accept. Fine. It's for 6 months, so another 6 months, if I have no other copyright strikes, then I can make longer videos like I did before. Hope this helped anyway, and you just do well in your journey, remember? And remember to either meditate or watch the thinker, be the silent watcher, watching your thinker, the thoughts, watching your thoughts. You're not your thoughts, but you're that which can be aware of your thoughts. So have that silent space of like witnessing, where you don't get lost in your thoughts and the subsequent emotions. And just enjoy your long breaths. Try and go about life with a relaxed body, unless you're exercising or something like that. And not in too much of a rush. Just watch your attachments and your addictions. Watch your attachments and your judgments. The biggest things to watch in your life within you are to study and observe, and to become aware of your judgments and your resistance, along with your attachments to needing people or things to be a certain way in order for you to be happy. So try to become happy regardless of what happens on the outside of your life. Just work at that. It'll take time, and you can see little improvements, and it revolves around your judgments and resistance. But at the same time, the more we live in a state of non-resistance, the more we can then co-create our reality and say things to people that need to be said, and do things that need to be done, because we have more energy, because we're not resisting as much. Walking through life in a state of non-resistance as much as possible is like walking through life without the brakes on. Resistance is like going through life with the brakes on. You're screeching. It's not smooth. So I better go now, okay? So have a good day, and peace, love, light, blessings to you. And you be the source and giver of peace, love, light, and blessings to others. Bye.